You think this week's celebrity stories are just fluff, but stick with me, because today's lineup twists the expected into something emotional, surprising, and yes, oddly uplifting for the holiday season. Something that began with loss turned into one of the sweetest gifts of the year. A family once fractured is slowly healing, and a Hollywood icon reveals a chapter of his life most people never knew even existed. This episode isn't just gossip, it's about what happens when fame, family, and real life collide. Alright, let's dive in. Have you ever lost something so precious that even the memory feels like a punch in the gut? Imagine the place where you lived, everything you owned, gone, engulfed in wildfire flames. That was the reality for Miles Teller and his wife Keleigh earlier this year when the devastating Los Angeles wildfires swept through their neighborhood. But as the smoke cleared and the holidays approached, Miles didn't just rebuild his home, he rebuilt a memory. For Christmas, he surprised Keleigh with something deeply personal, a remade version of her wedding dress that had been destroyed in the fire. She didn't just gasp, she nearly passed out when she saw it, overcome with emotion as the familiar fabric of her wedding day was restored to life. What could have been just another celebrity gesture instead became a moment that felt raw, tender, and very real. It's one thing to give a gift, it's another to give back someone's history. From romantic reinvention to festive family photos, let's turn now to Mariah Carey. The Queen of Christmas herself proved that certain things truly do get better with age. In a family holiday photo that's been lighting up social feeds, Mariah's twins with Nick Cannon, Monroe and Moroccan, are already towering over her, reminding all of us who grew up watching them as toddlers that no one stays small forever. Their heights, their smiles, it's more than a seasonal snapshot, it's a living timeline showing that while Mariah's hits may be evergreen, her kids are growing fast. And fans can't help but smile at the juxtaposition of their holiday glow next to her iconic holiday persona. Now, speaking of big reveals this week, let's talk money, but not just any money. We're talking celebrity paycheck confessions, the kind that make you do a double take. For starters, Hailey Bieber is reportedly pulling in billion-dollar deals, cementing her status as one of the highest-paid personalities in fashion and entertainment. Meanwhile, Pete Davidson's pay from Saturday Night Live, historically a launching pad for huge careers, is modest by comparison, especially when you stack it up against endorsements and brand deals some stars are commanding. The key takeaway? Fame doesn't always mean fat checks, and sometimes the biggest names are cashing in outside the traditional Hollywood grind. On a very different note, one Hollywood legend shared a story straight out of a drama. Chevy Chase, yes, the man behind some of cinema's most iconic comedy characters, opened up about a frightening chapter he kept private for years. He spent 8 days in a coma due to heart failure. It was part of the upcoming documentary I'm Chevy Chase and You're Not, where he reflected candidly on how the experience scared him, erased chunks of memory, and forced him to confront his own mortality in ways most fans never saw coming. This isn't just another Hollywood health scare headline, it's a stark reminder that behind the laughs and the sketches are real people with real struggles. Now let's talk about another kind of family moment, one that made headlines over the holidays. Britney Spears, who has faced one of the most public and tumultuous careers in pop history, got to experience a truly special Christmas moment with her 19-year-old son, Jayden Federline. After years of strained contact and emotional distance, much of it played out in public through memoirs and interviews, Britney and Jayden spent time together over the holidays, sharing laughter, memories, and that rare thing we all crave, connection. Meanwhile, her other son, Sean Preston, spent the day with family in Louisiana, showing that even if a family isn't in the same place, moments of togetherness can still happen. For Britney, this wasn't just a holiday photo op, it was a milestone in her ongoing journey to rebuild and nurture relationships that were once fractured. And finally, we've got a peek into a side of celebrity life most people never expected, the social media world of Northwest. Kim Kardashian and Kanye West's daughter has been making headlines herself after shared moments with her stepmother, Bianca Censori, popped up online. North, now 12 and increasingly independent online, reposted cozy holiday snaps of her and Bianca on Instagram, a rare public view of their blended family dynamic. It sparked reactions from fans and critics alike about what it means growing up in the spotlight, navigating relationships that don't fit the typical family mold, and finding connection amid attention and controversy. So what ties all these stories together? Loss, reunion, transformation. From rebuilding life after wildfire destruction, to watching kids grow up right before our eyes, to finding healing in holiday reunions, these moments remind us that behind the headlines are human stories. Maybe that's why this wave of celebrity news feels different, because it touches something universal: love, resilience, family, and growth. That's the kind of story that keeps viewers clicking, because it's not just about the celebs, it's about us, too. Thanks for watching. If you want more stories that go beyond the surface,